So tonight, in the dungeon basement of musical creation, on top of this very, very sexy Laney is a BBE 462 Sonic Maximizer, which is my most recent acquisition and probably the best $50 I've ever spent on a piece of gear. So right now I've got it going in the effects loop of the Laney, and I'm going to play some sound samples for you, show you the difference that it makes, and maybe talk a little bit about it later. Alright, so right now I've got the Black Forest Overdrive on, gain boost on the amp on, and the BBE is off. So if it's going to sound muddy at all, this is about as muddy as it's going to sound. So there it is. I'm going to turn it on. Idea. Sort of makes it more present without actually adding any top end. It's like it clears up the low mids without actually taking anything away from the signal. Kind of hard to describe, but once you've heard the amp with it on, with it off, it sounds like mud. Here's a quick switch between the two. So here's how it will, how it affects delay and modulation kind of effects. I've got my hardwire delay set on the modulated setting, where I'd usually put it for lead playing. So here's with the Sonic Maximizer off. Now with it on. So you might not be able to tell, but it definitely makes the repeats more audible, more clear. So I'm just going to play a little bit of riffage, you know, with it off and then with it on. Clears up the repeats real nice. Good for lead playing. Let's see what else I can come up with here. So with the sound samples done, here's what I think of this. I think this is a great unit for if you've got your sound about 90% right and you want to push it a little more towards perfection. Because like I said, it really clears things up without taking away anything or adding anything to the signal, and it does it in a pretty natural sounding way. Now of course you can really abuse the low contour and the process knobs. If you turn up the process too much, you can get these horrible ice picky sounds, and if you turn up the low contour, you can get these big, ridiculously bassy, muddy sounds out of it, and it does have a lot of potential for abuse. And I have heard of a lot of guitarists abusing these, but I think if you use it the right way, it can be a great tool. So that's all I'm going to say on that, and hope you enjoyed.